I hope he gets the help he needs because,
Totally.
I don't know his life. I don't know his life story. I don't know his upbringing. It probably wasn't easy. It probably wasn't good. He probably didn't have any positive, male influences around.
So so TMZ reported on August 30th of this year, not too far away from the arrest. He was initially arrested on August 20th by the Orlando Police Department and booked on misdemeanor charges of battery and trespass on property after warning. So that was his. And then he was also arrested less than a week later on August the 26th. So he was booked on an out-of-county warrant for a violation of probation by the Orlando Police Department. So all stemmed from a previous drug case against him in Seminole County, Florida. So there you go.
Let's see it, bro. Let's see it.
All right, here we go.
Sportskeeda Universe here knows Vince and I are going in blind. I have not seen this.
I have not either, bro. That's why I want to see it.
Yes, this is completely raw and uncut emotions coming from Vince and EC3 that we're about to watch here. So that's what makes it even more exciting. So
we'll be commenting live, correct?
Yes, indeed. We're commenting live. So here now.
Yeah.
We have marijuana on me. I'm not trying to call this douchebag. Am I being arrested?
Yes, you are.
For what, sir?
Battery.
For battery?
Yes.
Can you show me? Oh my God. That's not true, sir.
All right. Have a seat.
Sir, that's not true, though. That's not true, sir.
Put your arms down low so that.
Sir, that's not. Sir,
or you can turn and sit sideways against.
Can I call my lawyer? I need my lawyer. Sir.
Listen to me.
Pause that. When he says, "Can I call my lawyer? Can I call my lawyer?" Is he referring to EC3? Is EC3 his lawyer at this point?
I am not a licensed attorney, but I played one on TV.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
You get a chance later.
Please, sir, I need my phone.
All that will be coming with us.
Please, sir, please.
Give me his back.
Bro, please.
Bathroom of the bathhouse.
Anything wrong? What are you talking about? I didn't do anything wrong.
There's a bag in there.
This is illegal. This is illegal, sir. This is illegal.
Guys, I got to ask you a question because I see this so often. Thank God, knock on wood, I have never in my life been arrested or been close to being arrested. I assume the same with the both of you. But I do know one thing. If I was ever arrested for whatever reason, bro, I would never be carrying on like this.
Yeah.
Like that's the part I don't understand when you start giving the police a hard time and you think what something's good is going to come out of it.
Yeah. So I have a master's degree in criminal justice as well with a specialization in behavioral sciences, and stuff like this is, first of all, to your point, Vince. Like every single person who knows they're arrested should know that it's going to be on a body cam, which he alludes to here. So the belligerent behavior that he's acting upon knowing that it's on a body cam, stuff like that is embarrassing to him because body cams footage is accessible for public information. So like it's something that anyone can, if they know the date and time and city of something, you can go to your local, all of them have a department where you can retrieve that information, and they can see how you are looking like an absolute mess here. And it's this whole video is it's sad to me.
It is.
I was such a fan of Velveteen Dream when he was in NXT. He did such a good job. What a fall from grace, man. It really is a sad video.
It really is heartbreaking to watch. Like, you allude to it like, oh, this is going to be a wild segment, but it's just hard to watch. Yeah. And you just want people and have personal relationships to, do better, even with the whole incident with the PP cam and the haha and all that nonsense and the IG live. Like, when I talked to him about it originally, my intent was if you need help, people are there to help you. I can help. Like, I first off forgive everybody for everything that's ever happened to me, but like I'm coming with the intent to forgive, and then it's being thrown at me as though it's my fault that I did what he did. And it was just like, well, this is a lost cause, and I know you're a young kid, so hopefully you can kick out of that because you have the world ahead of you. You have so much potential. You have people that believe in you and what you can do. If you can just figure this out and, and use the assets that surround you, because everybody around you wants the best for you. The company does so they can make money off of you. The people you work with so they can make money with you and, have tolerable human relations with somebody they work with and, I guess could be close to, hard. So
yeah. Yes, indeed. Now, here's a question for you, East. Like, was this type of behavior prevalent? Not as belligerent, but still kind of snobby and snooty. Like, was that type of behavior prevalent for him?
Yeah, I mean, based on one experience I mentioned, where like, dude, which that was wrong. Like, if you need help, like I can help you out, and then it turned around on me like I'm the bad guy for telling people that this happened, that were in like there could be footage of them doing God knows what because of it was prevalent. You could see when things didn't go certain ways, there was an entitlement or just an immaturity at the time, and we thought it was immaturity because he's a young prodigy.
Yeah.
At the same time, being 23 or 24 is an excuse to act like you're 14.
Yes, indeed. Very true. Here we go.
How do you f*** up the Miranda rights? How do you f*** up the Miranda rights, sir? What are you, a rookie? Oh, we got a rookie on deck.
Go down swinging.
We got a rookie on deck. He didn't tell me my Miranda rights. He did not tell me my Miranda rights.
Fellas, closing thoughts.
That ruined 2022. What a sad way to end it. No, because this is all about the dirt, the clips, and the out of context thing. But with every intent and all seriousness, I hope he gets the help he needs, because
Totally.
I don't know his life. I don't know his life story. I don't know his upbringing. It probably wasn't easy. It probably wasn't good. He probably didn't have any positive, male influences around. And when you succeed real young and real early, and you're, not taught how to handle it, especially in an environment like the WWE, which would allow bad behavior if talent was overproducing and, expedited. So good crowd reactions won't allow proper discipline for growth. There's no long haul in it. So I think, that was a thing I saw plenty of times within the industry, is there is entitlement if you're protected in a sense. What he really needed was, like a second father, somebody to look over him, as his coach. And I know Sean was his coach, and I think Terry Taylor coached him. But at the same time, did they coach him to an aspect to hold him to a higher standard, to become the man he should be and the talent he could have been?
Vince, your closing thoughts on?
I just listen, bro. We listen. I understand all that, Chris, because I get a lot of that, when Stevie Ray talks to me about a lot about, the upbringing of black people and what they know and the lack of parental guidance and whatnot. But man, I'm sorry, bro. I just think at 24 years old, you got to know right from wrong. I mean, we can blame parents all day long, but it comes down to right and wrong and common sense. And I don't know what he thinks he's going to achieve with that type of behavior.
Downward spiral too, all the things that happen and you lose your job.
Yeah.
And nobody's there for you anymore because you have no value to them,
Yeah,
right.
Well, time they could be like, we don't need to just create good wrestlers or good entertainers. We need to create good people.
You're right.
The thing they would say when they would do, corporate team building exercises, when people would come into the performance center and developmental, but at the same time, did they mean it, or was it just, we're a corporation, we're publicly traded, we need to have this front in front of us. So I don't know if he had anyone he could reach out to after being released too.
Yeah, there's so much from a psychological standpoint that I can tackle this, but we don't have the time to do it. But I will say this though, as someone who was raised across the street from a crack house, who lived in the hood, who spent 17 years. I lived 17 years in the hood, man, in the hood, drug infested, ridiculous neighborhood, across the street from a crack house. My brother is a year younger than me, and I would literally be next to him on the bench outside, and I would look literally across the street from me. It wasn't catty corner, it wasn't a few houses down. It was literally across the street from me, and I would live across the street from crack house, and they would raid every Thursday. We would sit out there and literally watch people jump off the second story of the building. We would watch dope fiends jump out of the house and run like roaches every single week, and gunshots galore every single night. Now I'm a doctor. So there's, to me, I know that everybody has their path that they want to choose, but knowing my story, knowing that I made it through, knowing that I have and I'm no better than anybody. If I can do it, anybody else can. So regardless of your upbringing, regardless of the hand you were dealt, turn lemons and make it an lemonade, man. I mean, have that mentality. I mean, he had a a huge contract. He had the ability to really, at that young age, was making such a presence as the Velveteen Dream, played the character to the nine, did a fantastic job, had a riveting following. He had that opportunity despite whatever he went through in his childhood. Yes, I understand. Trust me, I deal with this every single day as far as what childhood and how childhood affects people's adult worldviews and paradigms. I get it. I deal with it every single day. However, you cannot make it an excuse of how you think and expect people to think of you. I'll tell this all the times. Look, I'm here to turn victims into victors, and I definitely hope that he gets some help, some really good help and therapy to realize whatever his past is, it doesn't have to be his future. So that's my closing thoughts when it comes to something like this and watching a video like that. It saddens me, it grieves me. He's young, and a lot of times when you're handed that so young, you don't know what to do with it. And it definitely seems like was a victim of having all of that success, but still dealing with some personal demons himself. It doesn't matter how much success you have. If you still have demons that you're still dealing with, that means nothing. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. It's just going to be wasted away. So,
did you have any, quickly, I guess, mentorship that helped you get past that?
I didn't, man. I didn't. That's why I turned to Jesus, honestly. And that's
ultimate mentor.
That's why my faith is such a prevalent part of my life, because I was literally offered several times to start selling drugs. And so that could have been my story. I could have been in some drug user right now and some drug dealer, and somebody's car about to hit somebody up. About to shoot somebody up and mug people. That could have been my story, but I thought further than I wanted to be a doctor. I watched the Cosby Show as a kid, and I said, you know what, I want to be like that because I'm in a poor drug infested neighborhood. And I want to be a doctor. And so now I am, and I live in a suburb of Columbus, Ohio, making really, really good money. So I'm super blessed with that, because it's a decision, man. Yeah. And you can't be held by your past, man. So I hope that he gets some good therapy
and two, I think, because this industry is such a hard, cruel beast. Releasing him may have been the
impetus.
He came back, brought him back. It's like, make the right moves, grow up, and we'll see you in a year.
Yeah.
But
yes, indeed.